A lot of people feel what Kabiyesi is doing right now is not right because they should have kept a few things as a secret. But well, whatsoever he chooses to do, they should do it, and maybe he has thoroughly thought over it before he has decided to come out and say it. Jubilation has trooped in, as they have come to announce the official date of Olori Naomi returning back into the palace. And as Ooni they take do a non-thing now, he doesn't like saying it so that they will later manipulate it to say this one or that one at the end of the day. He strictly works with what is there. In fact, he calls everybody so that they will be aware, they will know that yes, this is what he is saying and this is what is on ground. So upon this note, he called every single body that needs to be present upon this day. He called the prominent men, the women of Ile Ife, the elders of Ile Ife, and possible every single person, his brother, his father, they were all present, and then his sisters. They were all present as he broke the date of Naomi returning back into the palace. It was actually a thing of joy. Yes, all of them were jubilating because this is what they have waited for a very long time. This is what they have all prayed and hoped that it happens, like very, very long before now. When she left the palace in 2020, yes, everybody was thinking that, very soon now she will come back, very soon she will come back. But it did not so happen that very soon she returned. Yes, it took this long, and this December she has clocked 2 years at home, and they are trying so hard that she returns this very December as the date was announced to inside the palace. This one no be allegedly we take here on top internet too. Now as it happened for inside the palace, now we they take here like so. So, my people, according to wetin we dey hear, all the Olori are not taking it likely. They are trying to say that, so this is why Kabiyesi have neglected them for a very, very long time, just because of what? Olori Naomi returning back into the palace. They don't understand. Why will he do them like that? Because despite the fact that Naomi stayed out of the palace, none of them left him. They were there for him. They stood by him. They made sure he was happy. In fact, he made sure he has always been happy. So why all of a sudden they have become rejected persons? Yes, they are now rejected to a point that Naomi is the only optimal person that has to be in the palace for him to be happy. They're asking lots of questions that are quite valid. Yes, all these questions are valid because when Naomi left the palace, these were the people that stood beside him. They were there with him in times of trouble, joy, happiness, every single thing. And all of a sudden, Naomi returning back into the palace seems like these people are no longer relevant. Yes, they are no longer important. They are just a piece of trash that can easily be discarded. And based on that fact, what has happened to Miriam now has made them feel like even protesting is a bad idea. Like what to do, self, they are confused. Because when Kabiyesi told them that they should not make him take decisions he will regret, they thought he was joking. And there came a time like that Miriam sent some people after Naomi, and when he got to hear about it, he told them that they should not make him take decisions that are irreversible. Yes, he's a king, he's a custodian of the Yoruba culture, and anything that happens, any single thing that happens, he can take a decision and it will stand. Yeah, so he was trying to tell them that they should not push him to that extent that he will make decisions that they would all regret. Regretting will be quite difficult, but him reversing it, he would not be able to reverse anything at all. That was what he was trying to tell them. But today, look at what has happened to Miriam. Miriam, we heard allegedly how she has been going around looking for Olori Naomi, but how does that solve her predicament? Yes, how does it solve her problem? And then we all know that out of this thing, next in line will be Ronke. So even protesting, it is not really an idea for them to buy again, despite they came out to say lots of things wrong. Even threatened Kabiyesi, told him that I know you in and out, I know you in the palm of my hand, I read you like a book. She said lots of things, but how does that affect the Ooni in particular? Because the man has been trying to live his life. He made a public statement and said that he did not get married to turn a weakling. He got married to live a happy life. So he's trying by all means to live a happy life with any of his wives who grants him that chance. Can you imagine? But that when Ashley took to her Instagram page to write, begging for Ooni's forgiveness, that was when we all understood that Ooni might, in one way or the other, have some health issues or something attached to, due to all of these gbasgbos his wife have been doing in the palace. So my people, coming back to the date that has been fixed, they are fixed 20th of December for Naomi to return back into the palace. So yes, 20th of December for Naomi to return back into the palace. And based on the fact that people don't come out to come talk, say, why now? They would have kept it a secret. Why is it that these palace people don't have any single secret at all? I don't know what might happen. They might decide that she returns unannounced, or she might come back after the date. I don't know which one. But now they have actually set all this olori in motion to plan things before that date. So whatsoever happens, we know that Naomi is returning on the 20th of December, and we are already on the 5th of December. Let's do a countdown to 20th. That's 15 days to 20th that Naomi will be returning back into the palace. My people, this one will be small thing. Oh. Yes, the whole palace have turned into politics. People who wanted Naomi out of the palace are still the same persons who want her back into the palace. So at this point, Naomi herself is confused. Yeah, she's confused because what exactly is happening? Sheep's in wolf clothing. She doesn't even know who is who again. She doesn't even know who to call upon and say, this is what I feel. This is my feel. God, she's scared. She's scared. And you will not blame her for being scared. You will not blame that young lady for being scared, because whatsoever is happening in the palace now is just pure politics. Yes, it is pure politics. That is what they are trying to portray before us. Pure politics. And at this point, my people now go agree with me, say bad at this whole thing. Don't be like, so if these women calm down, they can make a very good use of this avenue. They are not sending them completely out of the palace not to be Kabiesi's wives. What Naomi asks is that what she needs to stay peacefully in the palace, and they should move to the Olori quarters. Now Naomi is just banking on what Kabiesi had already said before. Now that was his decision when he brought the divorce papers for them to sign. They said no, they are not signing anything. He said okay, he will lay a foundation of a quarters for them. They should move there. He's tired of them, and that was what he went ahead to do. In less than how many months that whole place was set up, they brought it up, and today they call it the Olori quarters. They refused to move there, up to a point that Miriam even fought people on that space, fought them, make sure that they don't go in there. Lade and all the concubines, he made sure that they don't go in there with them. But that was to show that what they could move in. And Miriam even gave some conditions of why she would move to the Olori quarters, and a lot of things. But today we have all come to understand that they have decided not to move to the palace, to the quarters completely. But on this day, Naomi have declared a move, and ooni is banking on it. So you can't remain waiting they go do right now. No, I don't know what they want to do, but 20th of December stands the date that Naomi will return back into the palace, and that is approximately 15 days from now. Yes, today is 5th of December, and we are waiting. We are waiting for 15 more days to hear Olori Naomi's